Well, I'm on the farm today. I've got my Cub Cadet 149 and mowing a little grass, trying to knock it down here just a little bit around my barn, and thought I'd take you for a ride. Not getting a real clean cut the way I'm cutting this so heavy, and maybe a little bit faster than it needs to be going. But I was thinking in 1973, when these tractors were made new, I'm sure a ton of farmers bought them and they had no hesitation to mow stuff like that if they wanted. Right down in here is particularly heavy. And my blades need sharpened real bad. Slow it down right in here a little bit. My hydro seems to be holding its speed pretty good. I don't know how close I'll be getting to the corner of the barn. There's a white-faced hornet's nest up there, and they don't care for my presence, even though the barn and this land belongs to me. So I'll probably have to rerun this, run back over this thing another day after it all dries out. This is a 149, 1973 149 Cub Cadet International Harvester. It's got a model 44 deck, and the 1X8 and 9s had 44 and 50 and 38 decks, 3/8 drive belt. When they got to the quiet lines, they went to a 1/2-inch belt. Those tractor decks are virtually identical, except they have a 1/2-inch belt. And then when they got to the 82 series, they had a 5/8 belt. Now the quiet line, those are 38, 44, and 50A and deck model decks. And on the 82 series, those are 44, 38, and 50 Model C decks. I'm to understand they'll all fit all of these tractors. You just got to have the right belt and pulley set up. Slow it down here. Hopefully I won't snap a belt. Get the crap stung out of me when I get up to there. I'd stop and show you. Maybe you can see. I mean, I'm turning off hay. You can kind of see this is some pretty heavy grass, and it's kind of wet. We had rain just about all night last night, so there's still a little bit of wetness to it. Let me keep going. I think if the grass were like 4 inches tall, 5 inches tall, it looks pretty good over in here where I had mowed before. If you saw my last video on this tractor, a little bit of grease on the hood where I checked the oil and I left the dipstick on the hood. I need to wipe that off. I've got the mowing deck set all the way up. I swear I believe with these mowing decks you can mow the grass a ½ inch tall, and I'm sure a lot of people did. We have people around here that mow the dirt. They got their deck so close to the ground. It ain't pretty, but I'm getting it done. This is a model 149. Got a 14 horsepower Kohler engine. Knock on wood, it seems to be a pretty stout engine. And the deck on here, is as I mentioned before, is a 44-inch Model 40 deck. Almost like my deck wants to clog up and it'll spit some grass out, but I'm taking a full cut. I've got a Model 109 Cub Cadet, needs some work, but I put what is called a speed up pulley on it. It's a 44 deck like this, and that's a pulley that came off a 44A, and people have found that if you put that on there, it's a smaller diameter pulley, and it gives you supposedly a better cut. I don't know, this one's going pretty good. I think it's going pretty good. One thing I'm not used to is a left-handed hydro lever. But one thing about this and my 109 is there's no detent, so you go forward and reverse. If you're trimming, you go forward and reverse really quickly. And I'll probably put a steering wheel knob on this tractor. And when you got that, I think my 109's got it. And then you got this forward reverse lever where you can go back and forth. It makes this tractor pretty nimble when it comes to trimming. I'll come back. Alright, so I finished mowing what I'm going to mow here around the barn. And just thought I'd drive you around and show you what I did. There's some wagon running gear right up in there. I'm going to clear all that crap out over the winter so I can have a nice clean cut around this barn. It's really important selling hay, especially to these horse customers, that your barn and your barnyard looks in good shape and in order. And it really has nothing to do with the quality of the hay, but it helps make a sale. This stuff right in here, I could probably bale it. But I'll go back over all this stuff another day. There's some grass right there, or hay. Anyway, I mowed right under that hornet's nest right up there. Knock on wood, they didn't get me. I got to get this part yet, but I got to move some stuff out of the way, and I've kind of done what I need to do for today. But I can tell you that if the grass is reasonably high when you cut, instead of getting this crap, you get this over here, and pull up here and get off of it in a minute. But this deck is remarkably quiet. The bearings seem to be in great shape, and I like to let it run a little bit just to cool that engine down before I just, turn it off. And all that does is just center the hydraulic, and it connects to a brake on the back, I guess when you're in transport. But anyway, that deck is really quiet. And one thing I like about the Cub Cadet mowing decks, they have a lot of wrap on the pulley, and so I never felt like, even in the tall grass, that I was slipping. I could have been, but that's a 3/8 belt. You can imagine how much more grip a half or a 5/8 belt would have, like on the 82 series. The wind's blowing. I apologize if it's a bunch of noise, but in any event, I got it knocked down. Hope you enjoyed the video. The 1973 Cub Cadet 149 and the 44-inch model 44 deck. And hit the like button, subscribe. We'll talk to you later.